Hello. Today will mark a historic event in the life of Tim as far as my new laptop is concerned. It is November 15th, 2011. It is 6:54 in the PM, if I can get this thing to look at the clock right. I have spent the last hour researching programs that work with a Windows 7 computer that also work with Google Earth, in hopes that I could do something that is called Wardriving with a laptop. Now, for those of you that do not know what Wardriving is, it is when you collect wireless information from a laptop using certain programs, and you can gather, well, information like a wireless access point's name, IP address, type of router, whether it's locked or unlocked, different information, general specifications. It's mainly used for IT higher ups in different corporations to know if people are hacking into their websites or into their corporate networks. And what Wardriving is good for with the amateur like myself is you can plot using Google Earth and a GPS unit. You can plot out where all of these wireless access points are in relation to you, and then from there you can identify signal strength, location, who has what wireless access points, and then if you are so bold, you can hack into them. And for YouTube's privacy policy, I will say I do not condemn the art of hacking, although I do not practice what I preach. So let's just say that I have a wireless laptop, and I have a Garmin GPS unit attached to this wireless laptop. So the laptop knows where in relation to the Earth I am currently located. Okay? The wireless laptop can then, using its built-in wireless card, can scan for wireless signals. And in scanning can identify what signals are what strength, what the name is, and just general default information that anybody can gather. Now, using this information and the GPS unit, you can plug in the coordinates of said Wi-Fi locations into a program called Google Earth, and then can give you a route as to where all these locations are, what they're called, and whether or not you can actually access them with or without a password. And what I am doing right now is just that. Now, normally on a Windows XP computer, there's a program that I've used previously called NetStumbler. This program uses a built-in wireless card to gather this information and format it in such a way that Google Earth can read it. Now, unfortunately, NetStumbler does not work on Windows Vista, let alone Windows 7. The wireless cards in these types of computers are too new, and this program is too old that they just do not work together. But thankfully, using the fine art of Google, I have found a replacement program called INSSIDER, Insider. But as you net savvy people might know, SSID is your network protocol. So it is also a, nifty little name there. What I'm doing right now is this is test run number 1. I needed to take my laptop to a friend of mine because he's doing something for an acting class. So I since I needed to take it anyway, I spent the last hour or so downloading Google Earth and Insider, and I just, as I got into my car, plugged in my GPS unit, praying and hoping that it would work, because the GPS unit is rather old. But as many of you should know, GPS units are very expensive. So I'm not about to buy a new goddamn GPS unit. And unfortunately, the iPhone, although can be used as a GPS unit, does not work well functioning as such. It functions as a GPS unit standalone, but it does not function as a GPS unit when plugged into other devices, unless you have an iPhone which has wireless, which you can create a wireless access point off of, which I could have, but I didn't want to pay the extra $20 a month in order to fucking do that, so I am not doing that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using my old Garmin GPS unit, plugging into my Windows 7 laptop, and I have a scorn for Windows. I don't like Windows Vista, I don't like Windows 7, but I am going to fucking make do because this laptop is incredibly awesome. So, an i7 processor with 6 gigs of RAM, I think this fucker can handle whatever I put it through. So this is a full test run of my tracking on my laptop. You might notice that it's a little bit more windy than usual in my videos. That is because I have at least 2 of my windows currently open in order to have better Wi-Fi reception for the laptop. Hopefully, while this light is red, I can double check to see if I'm actually scanning anything, which I'm not sure if I am or not, because I didn't actually turn it on. Oh, it is logging. Sweet. Okay. It is logging and active, and hopefully by the time I make it to my destination, I can export the file that it is creating right now, and I will have a route from my house to my destination with wireless access points, and all I have to do is drive around, just Wardriving, and then later on, should I so choose to do so, I can go back to those wireless access points. And if anyone knows how a GPS unit works, a GPS unit takes location information from 3 separate satellites to triangulate your location. So it picks up on 3 satellites in orbit to triangulate where you are on the planet. Now, how this will affect a Wi-Fi location is I can use the GPS to triangulate my location. And then, while this thing is continuously pinging as I pass wireless access points, if it picks up a wireless access point 3 times, I can triangulate where that point is originating. So if your house has a wireless access point and I don't know where you live, I will very soon. So good luck with that. And then also, most wireless access points, and you're probably not going to be able to see it, but right here it says whether it is a Linksys, a Cisco, a Netgear, or whatever type of router you might have. And again, doing another handy dandy Google search, I can find the default name and password of your router. So if you have it locked with the default name and password, it is very easily accessible to me. So, why hello and thank you for letting me use your Wi-Fi. This has been Driving Around with Tim, and if your computer starts malfunctioning, be sure to give me a call because I'm probably the one that caused it. Goodbye.